In a move that should surprise basically nobody at this point, Discord is doing something very dumb and generally bad and implementing age verification starting like sometime next month, I'm pretty sure. They're doing this, or at least on the surface, they're doing this for child safety reasons. They're saying that increased age verification will make a safer space for teens, or whatever the hell they said in their little press release. Actually, let me read that out for you real quick. Discord is announcing enhanced teen safety features rolling out globally that enforce its long-standing commitment to creating a safer and more inclusive experience for users over the age of 13, which, first of all, is a flat-out fucking lie. I don't even know how you can say create a more inclusive experience while locking certain features behind age verification, but that's a side note. As part of this update, all new and existing users worldwide will have a teen-appropriate experience by default, with updated communication settings, restricted access to age-gated spaces, and content filtering that preserves the privacy and meaningful connections that define Discord. Beginning with a phased global rollout to new and existing users in early March, users may be required to engage in an age verification process to change certain settings or access sensitive content. This includes age-restricted channels, servers, or commands, and select message requests. For the record, this is going to be kind of a surface-level video. I'm not like a cybersecurity expert or anything of the matter, especially not in like Discord matters. It's not my forte. But this just kind of feels bad in general for internet privacy. Like YouTube, I believe, did the same thing. Actually, they did the same thing to me on like 2 or 3 of my channels. And it like heavily restricts like what you can watch and upload and stuff. It's so stupid. I haven't bothered to change it because I'm not giving YouTube my ID. I guess a little more about that. We'll talk about that in a sec. But internet privacy in general is kind of on its last straw. More and more companies are doing stuff like this. There was one other one that I cannot remember that I think is doing something similar to this. Really awkward cut there because my script didn't cover the natural transition between the last segment and this one, but they also put out a statement saying, however, some users may not have to go through either form of age verification. Discord is also rolling out an age inference model that analyzes metadata like the types of games a user plays, their activity on Discord, and behavioral signs like signs of working hours or the amount of time they spend on Discord. Whoever their like spokesperson is says, if we have a high confidence that they are an adult, but they will not have to go through other age verification flows. Which is like between the ID stuff itself, like the age verification, which is like you put your either ID in or video your face, whatever. Between that and like tracking your activity, it's kind of like Discord has this like surveillance state thing going on, which is just concerning. In general, it's really not great. It's scary, especially like a company like Discord, man. We already hate you. You're already bad. Doing anything but increasing the file size. Literally anything. And not to get into any like significant debate about this, because like I said earlier, I'm not a cybersecurity expert. I don't know jack shit about. I've gotten hacked on Discord before. Like I'm a fucking idiot about this stuff. But I feel like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that it's generally a very bad thing to give companies like this, especially like these big corporations, your ID, your like government issued ID, and generally your sensitive info in general. It's not a great thing to do unless you absolutely have to. This stuff doesn't even protect kids though. Honestly, like the diminishment of your online privacy and like all safety that comes with that, it really, I don't think that it evens out with the alleged like protection of minors that these policies try to pretend like they're trying to do. That was worded terribly. Listen, man, it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm going on a wing and a prayer. But like along with like just generally not having that internet privacy that there once was, you also run the risk of data breaches, which we'll talk about that more in just a sec. But as a side note, it's kind of weird that in the span of, I don't even want to say a decade, I want to say like 5 or 6 years, we went from don't give your info to anyone online to you have to give your info to everyone at all times. All of these companies, we all want your info. We're probably selling it to Israel. Also, like, am I crazy, or does this not even protect kids? Like, someone smarter than me, if you have, like, more knowledge on this sort of topic, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like locking adult features behind a verification process, doesn't it kind of enable or protect predators who don't want a trail of like, their personal, like, that can connect back to them? Doesn't that give them more, like, freedom to go into these minor dominated spaces, like, with the label of, being a teenager, because that is the default label with this new update? Does that not give them more freedom and more space to go into those types of spaces and prey on minors? Is that just me? Like, I genuinely, I don't know if I'm just making stuff up or if I'm completely missing something, but it feels like the policy itself, even if it was a massive breach of privacy, like potential data breaches, like, it just feels counterintuitive. But speaking of data breaches, ooh, it's a big one, isn't it? It's kind of like the thing that's dominated the discourse around this, because Discord had a major data breach in October. That's less than half a year ago. Where, like, thousands of people's personal information was stolen, which also means, in turn, that they are flat out lying about deleting your personal info after you verify. In that little press release that they had a little section about the verification process. They said, on-device processing, video selfies for facial age estimation never leave a user's device, and quick deletion. Identity documents submitted to our vendor partners are deleted quickly, in most cases immediately after age confirmation. But that's not the case now, is it? That's really not the case. Or else there wouldn't have been significant data breaches. Again, less than half a year ago, where thousands of people's data got stolen, including their, like, government info. So I feel like, of all the companies to trust with your, government info, Discord's probably not the one. Because this is not the first thing. This is not the first time this has happened. I mean, they kind of suck. But yeah, like I said, this was kind of just a surface level video, or analysis, if you even want to call it that, of this, because I'm not an expert. But it's a little concerning. I mean, I'm an avid Discord user, unfortunately, mostly because there's no other alternative. I guess maybe I can try out TeamSpeak, but like 5 real people use TeamSpeak. But it's kind of a concerning thing, just given how the world is going in general in terms of cybersecurity and personal online privacy, because it really doesn't exist anymore. There's also, like, I was thinking about talking about the Ring Super Bowl ad, which is kind of funny because it happened, like, right, like, last night and today, when I'm recording this at least. It kind of underlines that. It's a kind of a different topic, but, like, they're also straight up, like, taking your facial recognition and tracking you at all times, under the guise of finding your lost pet. Which, as a complete aside, they bragged in that Super Bowl ad about, 10 million pets go missing, and with the help of our Ring camera feature, whatever the hell, tracking your movements, we find one a day. We find one lost pet a day. That's like 0.03% of the lost pets that you were just talking. Like, that's not really that impressive. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. In general, TLDR, Discord bad, Ring bad, personal privacy good. Yeah, I don't know. Sound off in the comments. Devious voice crack. Again, I'm no expert. This is just my completely raw opinions about this, and how it's probably not really a good thing, especially with a company like Discord that has the reputation of being just kind of awful, especially with data and privacy. But that's gonna be all from me for now. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you subscribed the video, leave a subscribe. I don't have anything else funny to say, so I guess I'm out of here.